Bonjour tout le monde, bienvenue au français avec Punit. Dans cette vidéo, on va apprendre les pays et les nationalités en français. Good morning everyone, welcome to my channel, Le Français avec Punit. In this video, we are going to learn the countries and their nationalities in French. Without further delay, let's start with the topic. As we have already discussed in my previous videos that all the nouns in French are masculine or feminine, right? Now the names of the countries, remember, they will always be written with definite articles as we are writing it here. Le Japon, so Le Japon means Japan. Le Portugal, Portugal. Le Canada, Canada. La France, France. La Suisse, Switzerland, and so on, right? Now these are the names of the countries. They are always written with the definite articles. Now these definite articles, they depend on if the noun or if the country's name is feminine or is it's masculine or it is plural. Now if the name of the country ends in e, it is a feminine noun. For example, do you see here France? It ends in e, so it's a feminine noun. We write it with the definite article la. Whereas Canada, Portugal, Japan, they are all not ending in E. So they all have L, that is LE before them, right? Whereas if you see États-Unis, that's a plural noun. That's United States of America because that's a plural country's name. So that is why we write LES before them. And if you see here, if you have noticed, l'Italie, land, l'Angleterre, l'Espagne. Now all of them, they are feminine, right? They are feminine, they end in E, but they also begin with a vowel. Do you see? They also begin with a vowel. So that is why instead of writing la, I have written L apostrophe before them. Right? Is that okay? Now let's just say all the names of the country once and we will discuss the nationalities as well, right? Now let's say, can you repeat after me? Le Japon, le Japon, le Portugal, le Portugal, le Canada, le Canada, la France, la France, la Suisse, la Suisse, l'Italie, l'Italie, land, land, les États-Unis, les États-Unis, l'Angleterre, l'Angleterre, l'Espagne, l'Espagne. So wherever you will see this GNE at the end, you will get the near sound, near. L'Espagne, la Belgique, la Belgique. Okay, now these are the names of the countries. Now we will be discussing about the nationalities. Now when we talk about the nationalities, they describe people who are belonging to that place, right? Now for example, let's say I am Indian, right? So because I'm a girl, I will say je suis Zandienne, right? Now if a boy is there and he will say je suis Zandiam. So the nationalities also, they depend on the gender and number of the noun which it is describing because they are adjectives, right? So if a girl says I'm Indian, she would say je suis Zandienne, and if a boy says I'm Indian, she would say je suis Zandian, right? So do you see here I have written the nationalities in two columns over here. So this one is for the masculine singular nouns and this one is for the feminine singular nouns, right? Now for example, a boy Tom says I am Japanese, right? So he would say je suis japonais. Whereas if a girl Christelle says je suis I'm Japanese, she would say je suis japonaise. So do you see the difference here? I'm just adding an e at the end here to make it feminine. To make the nationality feminine, I'm adding an e at the end. So for males, we will say je suis japonais, that is the masculine singular form, and for females, we will add an e to it to make it feminine. It becomes je suis japonaise. Similarly, je suis portugais, je suis portugaise, je suis canadien, je suis canadienne. Now do you see here there are three nationalities: Canadian, Italian, and Andean, where to make it feminine, we are not just adding an e at the end, but we are doubling the last consonant n, and then we are adding an e. So instead of Canadian with the e at the end, we are writing Canadian with double n e, Italian with double n e, Andean with double n e. That's how we write these nationalities, right? The next is français. Je suis français, je suis française. Je suis Swiss, je suis Swiss. Now, in case of Swiss, Belge, what are we doing? Since you do you see here the masculine and the feminine forms both are the same. Swiss, the spellings are the same. So the spellings of Swiss and Belge, they remain the same for masculine and feminine nouns both, right? So we will say je suis Swiss, je suis Swiss, je suis italien, je suis italienne, je suis indien, je suis indienne, américain, américaine, allemand, allemande, espagnol, espagnol, belge, belge. So this is how we say these nationalities, right? All right, now there are some exceptions as well to this rule. As I've told you, the names of the countries which end in E, they're all feminine, and the names of the countries which do not end in E, they're all masculine. Now, there are four exceptions to it. Like you see, Mexique, Mozambique, Zimbabwe, and Cambodia. Now, these are the four countries which already you see there is an E at the end, right? They end in E, but they are not feminine. We write them with the definite article le. So that makes it le Mexique, le Mozambique, le Zimbabwe, le Cambodia. So these are the four exceptions we have. Now, we have already discussed Les États-Unis, that's a plural country's name, right? But we have two more countries which are always written in the plural form, which are Les États-Unis. We have discussed already one. Now, the second one is Les Antilles, which is West Indies, right? Which is West Indies. So, Les Antilles, Les Pays-Bas. Les Pays-Bas, which country is it? It is the Netherlands, right? So these are the three countries which are always written in the plural form, right? So that's all for today. That's all for today's video. This was I have tried to include some of the countries here in my video, but they are not all of them, right? There are many more to go. So this was just to explain you the basic concept of the countries having genders, right? How do we see which is a feminine and which is a masculine country, and how to say or tell your nationality. That's all for today's video. Do not forget to like, subscribe or share my channel. Please comment down in the comment box. Is there any other topic that you would like me to discuss in my video, or you would like me to make a video on that? That's all for today. Have a good day. Au revoir. See you in the next video.